This class will deal with pricing techniques. We'll look at different approaches to pricing and how prices are set. There are different types of pricing strategies the organization can adopt in order to effectively price its product and services. So it's not just reliant on one type of pricing or on one basis for pricing. There are different approaches that can be picked under different circumstances, and we want to go through these in this class. So we'll start with premium pricing. The price of the product is set high to indicate quality and uniqueness of the product. So this is an expensive item, or the company wants to represent its product as exclusive. It wants to represent its product as high quality and that it stands out from other products in the market. It must have a strong brand image to be able to charge such a price. So the company should be in the market for a long period of time, have established its reputation, made successful products in the past, and perhaps the product it's pricing currently is in line with what it's done in the past. So it should be a well-established company offering a well-established product. Competitive advantage must be present in order to use this approach. It must be that the competitors in the market are beaten in this context, that the company sees the market as almost exclusively its own. It has a high valued product, high quality, good reputation, strong reputation of the business, strong brand image. And the competitors find it difficult to deal on equal terms with that. So it has a competitive advantage. Now, examples could include the Apple products, iPad, iPhone. You have Porsche, the car makers. In the olden days, Concorde flights. Anyone who went on Concorde, the aircraft, was seen as having an exclusive product or an exclusive service. I suppose by today's standards, flying first class as opposed to business class or tourist class. And there was also the whole area of luxury hotels, and so these are areas where premium prices can be charged. So cheaper alternatives can be found, but these products want to stand out as high quality and with a high reputation, a good brand image. They want to stand out from the others, so it's premium pricing. Next is penetration pricing. The organization aims to sell large product quantities by offering low prices. It needs to get into the market. Perhaps it's a new product just been developed, or the company is new and it wants to get into the market, it wants to establish its name. So it wants to sell a large quantity of its output, and it does so at a low price, so to attract customers. As prices decline, the quantity demanded will increase. Well, that's basically the demand curve as studied in economics, supply and demand. So as the price falls, more will be demanded. Customers are attracted to the product, so penetration pricing keep the price low so as to get more sales. When the company has established a strong brand image, then it can afford to increase the price of the product. So later on, it could start to increase the price because now it's established its reputation, it's established its position in the market, so it may start to gently increase the price of the product. But at the early stages, it wants to get in, so it sells at a low price. It's used when it wants to gain mass appeal fairly quickly. It wants to get established, it wants to enter the market and get established in the market quickly. So low price, big sales quantities, and establishing itself in the market quickly. Economy pricing. Well, in this case, the price of products are kept low, so the products are, again, a bit like penetration pricing at the start, the prices are kept low. Marketing and manufacturing costs are kept low due to low product costs. So if it's cheap to make this product, then the product costs may be low, and that's passed on in the form of cheaper prices. And it may be the case that customers are seeking quantity rather than quality. It may be that the customers want a lot of this product and they're not too worried about the quality of the product. Reasonable quality as opposed to excellent quality perhaps would suffice. Examples in supermarkets which provide economy brands. Cosmetics, children's toys. There are many areas. Sometimes supermarkets will run expensive brands and then they'll have their own brand of what is almost essentially the same as the expensive one, as the premium brand, but its own label will be much cheaper. Next we have price skimming. This is the process of providing different pricing for each stage of the product life cycle. Well, the product life cycle starts with the penetration into the market, then it's the growth phase, then it's the maturity phase, and then it's decline. These are the different stages in the product life cycle. Well, this view of pricing depends on which stage of the product life cycle the company is in, or the product is in. It charges a high price at the introductory stage as the organization has a competitive advantage, perhaps an innovative product, a new product with new functionality, very innovative, very desirable product. So it charges a high price at the introductory stage. As the product reaches maturation and declining stages, the price begins to decline in order to maintain its supply in the market, in order to maintain its sales. It starts to cut its price. So the pricing is really related to the product life cycle. As when it goes into the market, it charges a high price because it's got an exclusive product, a well-designed product, a very innovative product. It's highly desirable. Customers are willing to pay a lot for it when it enters the market. Then it goes through the growth stage where it's starting to sell a lot and it's enjoying high profitability. It's got a high price and starting to gain a lot of sales. But then it's maturing. The sales are starting to taper off. It's perhaps selling the same amount, but it's not. The sales are not growing, and then it enters into decline when the sales are starting to fall. Well, when it enters decline, it now starts to cut the price to try and maintain its sales. So the product becomes cheaper in the decline stage. Price fluctuations, or price fluctuation, is due to competitors entering the market. The product with this analysis, as the product life cycle hits maturation and decline, normally the decline is caused by customers being alienated from the product. They're fed up with the product. It doesn't change a lot. It's old-fashioned, and also new competitors are coming in producing more interesting products. So in that case, the case where it's declining in popularity, the company is forced to reduce the price to try and get sales. Psychological pricing. The use of tactics to target customers emotionally rather than making them think rationally. So it's trying to get the customers to think emotionally, to act emotionally rather than rationally. Making aware to customers quality of the product. It's trying to emphasize the quality of the product rather than the price or So it's skipping out the price. It's trying to play down the role of price and saying that this product is highly desirable. It's a high quality product. This product is desirable because it is highly fashionable. It's something that's in high demand, and celebrities want this product, so therefore you want this product. But also it could use psychological pricing in the form of almost there, the point pricing. It's 99p. It's not a pound. A pound is too expensive. With 99p, it sounds cheaper. It's £4.99. That's cheaper than £5. £5, it's psychological. People will not pay £5, but they might pay £4.99. It doesn't make a lot of sense to us, but it's psychological. And that's nothing to do with the quality of the product. That's just a psychological price. Sometimes we'll see a 50% discount. We're not too sure what the 50% discount means. What was the original price and how was it discounted? But it looks like a good discount, so therefore we'd want to perhaps consider buying the product. Consumer views of fair and willingness to pay. The consumer has to have a fair price in mind. What is the right price for the product, and what are they willing to pay? And psychological pricing plays on this. What's a fair price for the product? And then what are they willing to pay? And it tries to work out what customers are willing to pay, and it sets up a price that makes it look cheaper. Well, it is cheaper. 99p is cheaper than a pound, but it's not a lot cheaper. So they may gain the sales by this psychological pricing. Competition pricing. Well, setting prices in competition or lower to in comparison to competitors or lower. It's trying to work out what do the competitors charge for this product, and then at least matching it. If the competitors are charging £5 for the product, then charge £5 or even £4.99 using psychological pricing, or £4 if possible. Undercut the competitors. And if they can match the quality and the consumer satisfaction and the distribution, if they can match that at a cheaper price, then they have an advantage over the competitors. It's competition pricing. The trouble with it, it can create a price war. That if one company does it, the other company may retaliate. So if one company is now selling it for £5 and the other one undercuts it to £4, then the one that was selling it for £5 now may reduce it down to £3.50. So it leads to a price war, and eventually the two suppliers, the two companies may kill themselves. They may go out of business because they can't generate enough profit to survive. So the organization must be able to recover costs if it's using this approach. It's important that the businesses are able to cover their costs. So having a price war is not necessarily a good thing. Customers might think it's a good thing because they see the price falling. But eventually, perhaps the businesses will go out of business, and there will be fewer producers, and that means that the prices to the customers in the future might be higher. Product line pricing. Different products are priced differently within the same product range. So the same product range, but the prices are priced differently. Product prices differ according to quality, brand image and features. The more benefits received to customer, the greater the price. So it may be that within a particular product range, breakfast cereals, for example, certain items will be associated with certain producers who have a good brand image and have a certain quality reputation. So their prices will be higher. Other ones may produce essentially the same cereal, but they haven't got the same brand image, they haven't got the same reputation for quality. They're producing essentially the same item, but they can only charge less because they don't have that advantage. It's a form of price discrimination and helps increase turnover and profit. But sometimes producers can do this to themselves. They can offer different ranges of products that seem to be in competition with themselves, all trying to gain sales. Detergents, mostly made by Lever Brothers and Procter & Gamble and a few others. There are very few producers, but if we look at the number of items, there are many items on sale, many detergent items on sale that we can see in the shops. What it is, of course, is that the big companies offer products in competition with their own products, which will act as a barrier to entry for new companies coming in, because the market is already crowded. The number of products in the market is very large, albeit by just perhaps 2 companies or 3 companies. But a large number of products, so a potential entrant will be put off, trying to fight for space in that arena. But also, the products are in competition with each other. They run their own advertisements. They're trying to outwit each other. But they're made by the same company. And what they're trying to do is price discriminate. They're trying to get customers to build up a loyalty to one product rather than another. But in fact, they're all shopping from the same company, perhaps. Optional pricing. The organization attempts to sell extras in order to increase its turnover. Optional pricing. So we buy the product and they offer us something else to go with it, which will boost their profits. It's normally used to encourage customers to spend more on their product or service. So we look at the core product. We want to buy a car. And when we go to buy the car, we just want the car. But when we go there, the salesman offers us a warranty package. That if we take out this extra package, we pay an extra sum of money. If some of the parts wear out within a certain time period, they'll be replaced free or whatever. It's optional. It's an optional extra, but it's designed to go with the product and boost sales. Taking out insurance on a laptop, which is provided by a company. So we go to buy a laptop or a desktop computer or whatever, a tablet. We go to buy one. We think we're just buying it, and when we get to the counter, they offer us the opportunity to buy something to go with it, insurance. In case we lose it or it breaks or we drop it or something, it's insured. So they're selling a second product. The second product is insurance. It's optional. And the car one I just gave you, we buy a car, we get all sorts of other products offered with the car. We can insure the car with them, or we can take out extra cover for guarantees or warranties or whatever. And these are different products. The car is one product, but these are different products, but the company is offering them in order to increase its total sales. These are optional pricing. Product bundle pricing. The organizations bring together a group of products at reduced price. So the company brings together a group of products at reduced prices. Let's say we wanted to buy a CD player. The seller might throw in, it might give us some CDs to get started. In fact, the CDs are old and perhaps out of date, but we feel like we're getting a bargain. We feel like we've got something for nothing. So it was a good deal. It may be used to clear away old stock and make room for new stock. Rather than giving us special treatment, it's simply facilitating clearing old stock so it's got more room in its shop for something else. But we feel like we've got a deal. Promotional pricing. This type of approach is very common. Prices are lowered to promote the product. So the prices are cheap just to promote the product. It could be a bog off. Buy one, get one free. So it's a big promotion. If you buy one of these, we'll give you a second one free, which helps to promote the product. It could be buy 3 of these and we'll give you for the price of 2. So there's an element of we're getting something here. We paid for 2 and we got a third one free. So we feel like we're getting special treatment. It's promotional price. They're trying to promote the product. There's also geographical pricing. The price of product varies in different locations around the world. Of course, this could be due to currency problems or exchange rates or legal issues, customer preferences. It could be political, where some countries want to promote certain products and some countries want to deter consumption of certain products. But we have got different prices around the world for many products, and travellers between countries sometimes benefit from this. Well, that's all I'm going to deal with in this session. So we have different types of pricing, different approaches to pricing. It's worthwhile going back over each one, making a note of each one, and filling out your understanding of that particular type of pricing and how it could be used in practice. But that's all I'm going to deal with, so thank you for watching.